Hey, howdy. It's a good day to do some dailies and do whatever the heck else. But I think today is going to be occupied almost solely by dailies, because if I saw correctly... Yeah. Downfall Garden B is pretty easy, but Sierpinski Maze and Celestial Night are both pretty hefty time investments. Because you know, if I'm going Sierpinski Maze, I am not going through River Road. I'm going all the way up to Rainy Apartments. That's just the rule. And while we're there, I'll see if there are other people around. Oh, right. It's a weird, very weird area. First off, one moment. Okay, good. My mic is recording. I just wanted to be sure. After what happened with Yik, I am very frustrated. I'm very frustrated that there was a Windows update that caused that nonsense. I gotta make sure that I'm actually going the right way. God, right, it's this, it's the other way, so... I kind of just go left and walk around aimlessly on these pipes until I get where I need to go. Oh. So you don't ever actually have to walk on there. Weird. And I'm not even gonna try using Bat because I seem to remember Bat is disabled. Friend? How long has this character been here? Huh? This looks cool as hell, I have to say, but... Huh? A connection to Onyx Tile World. Fascinating. Oh god, wait. Don't tell me I just lost the girl. This map is huge, so I can't go too far up or down. Okay, it does not loop. That explains why I lost the girl. Very strange world, this one. I did have kind of a funny idea at one point. To, through OBS I can chroma key out certain colors. And I was thinking just like, with some of the worlds, specifically the Yume Wasamiyo worlds, where all of it just uses like, for lack of a better term, MS Paint colors. Yeah, there's just a connection to White Black World here now. Damn. Damn, 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 damn. Okay, where am I? I'm on this path up here. I should just be able to go straight down, right? And then it spokes off to the side. This is where the tiles turn red. Oh. I think I went the wrong way. This is this is the upper path, isn't it? Yeah, I just went in a big fat circle. That's sad. Um... Okay, I just have to go back the way I came. Because there is no path from here. This area is very confusing. Plus, I have very poor sense of direction. Kind of funny, since my main... it seems at this point the main thing I do on the internet is play Yimatuki, which is a game that requires a pretty good sense of direction. Right, you. Now we try our best to make our way back. Well, that was painless. Okay. Oh. The sludge is here. Sludge creature. Okay, so it's up here. Well, that was pretty painless once I actually figured out the route. But I go here so rarely. Celestial Night is... Oh, it's this. Right. I remember this place. There's so many routes to get here, too. Let's go through Realm of Gluttony, because that is just a really cool path. But we got a concert tomorrow in Chorus, which has me very excited. Very, very excited. The little tiniest bit worried, but whatever. Under normal circumstances, I'd be at least a little bit anxious about it, but I started doing it. I started doing it in college when I was a sophomore. I'm a senior now, so I've done this more than a little bit, so I'll be fine. That's what I keep telling myself, is just, I have the experience, I've already done this, I don't want to say I've seen it all, but I've definitely seen a lot when it comes to these performances, so I will be fine. But it's really funny, this concert in particular, I think it's the first time I've ever gotten the solo part. Because for the longest time, I just didn't go for solo parts. Not because I was scared of the role or anything, but it was more that this is a common problem. This is a common problem for chorus, regardless of where you take it, whether it's far down as middle school, far up as college, far up as post-college. The trouble is that guys just don't do choruses often. So there's just by virtue of the way things work out, there are a lot more girls in chorus than there are guys. Meaning that the tenor parts and the bass parts are usually super anemic. And in one of those situations, and we've had that situation basically for the past 2-ish years. For the past 2-ish years, there have been somewhere between 2 and 4 tenors and 2 and 4 basses, and it oscillates a little bit by semester and by year, but I mean, this was a problem in high school too, and it was also a problem in middle school. There's just not a lot of tenors. So, for all intents and purposes, for a while I had a solo part, because there are a lot of songs that subdivide all 4 parts. And therein lies the problem, that with things like, with parts like soprano and alto, splitting up the sections like that is awkward, but it's not that it's not that annoying. It's more just like, okay, well, we gotta decide who has a higher range, who has a lower range. Lower range people sing soprano 2, higher range people sing soprano 1. That's pretty standard. Strawberry Milk Sea. Oh, I went the wrong way. I should not be in Honeybee Lab. Can you move? Thank you. Any blood sacrifice tips for beginners? Little guy. Start with rabbits. No. Oh, right, I love this area. The cute little thing on top. I completely forget where I'm supposed to go. I think it's up this way? Quick shot for the thumbnail. I may as well. But for a while, I basically had a solo part, so I didn't really... It was twofold. I didn't really want to leave the one other person by themselves, just doing a part by their lonesome, because that always sucks. Ah, there we are. And by the same token, I didn't really bother because I already kind of had a solo part, so, you know. Oh, they fixed the expedition to here. This area is super, super pretty. Look at the parrot. But this concert, we have enough guys and I'm a senior, and it's a solo for the song that we sing every concert. So it's like, you know what? This is the perfect opportunity. But I will say as well, even having 2 tenors, or just 2 if any voice part, can be really frustrating. Because I could go on about, oh, sometimes my partner just doesn't know what they're doing. Sometimes I don't know what I'm doing, and I drag down my partner. It's not a one-sided thing. Everyone's human, everyone makes mistakes. And the trouble is that when there's 2 people singing, something that you might not think about if you don't do music is that if you're in a part and someone next to you messes up, it is really hard to not also mess up. And I'm not just talking making the same mistake as them, even just like the having to devote mental energy to either ignore the mistake, or just getting thrown off because it like clashes with the chord. So when there's two people in one entire part, any tiny mistake that either you or the other person makes is going to show. The other problem is that I love choir directors. I love my choir director, but choir directors can have tunnel vision sometimes. To no fault of their own, because when you're listening to all four parts just at face value, and someone messes up in a smaller section, you're gonna hear it plain as day. So the director stops and corrects the mistake, and then it happens again, and then it happens again, and it keeps happening. And it leads to the director getting frustrated with the smaller part because they seem to be making mistakes a lot more often. And for what it's worth, they kind of are making mistakes a lot more often. But it's not necessarily their fault. Just by the nature of things, if you mess up and you're surrounded by even just two other people who are singing the right note, you could just make a mental note, okay, I messed up. They can make a mental note, okay, he messed up. And then you just keep going with the song. You just keep singing as if nothing happened. If there's only one or two people on a part, though, there's no anchor. So if you mess up, good luck. You either have to nail the landing and just keep singing even after you messed up, or something. So it's rough. But the upshot is that I love chorus. Or not the upshot, that's the wrong word for it. The other hand, I love chorus. I've always loved chorus. I've done chorus literally since elementary school. And even back in elementary school, when we were required to take the class, I was one of the few people that actually enjoyed being there, where it wasn't just like, okay, class, we're going to sing Ol' Susanna for our concert. For what it's worth, my chorus teacher in elementary school was kind of awesome. She knew full well that it wasn't a super serious affair, because it's elementary school. As long as it doesn't sound like there's a plane crash going on when you start singing or when you start playing, no one's going to care. Everyone's just gonna clap for their kid. As long as it doesn't sound like actively terrible, people are gonna be fine with it. And that's not to say that she didn't try. The stuff that we did was generally pretty good for an elementary school level. Not amazing, but pretty good. But every time in high school, what they would do... Wait, let me see if I remember this right. Yeah, it was in high school. In high school, they would host a thing at our high school where a bunch of middle schools and even some elementary schools would come and sing some songs and listen to the upperclassmen sing, and it was really nice, a very sweet thing. And I don't know how best to put it, but my chorus teacher was still teaching at that time. I think she still is now. And her school group was it felt like one of the only groups that was actually having fun. Even then, it felt the tiniest bit forced because, again, they're not. They're kind of. The kids are kind of required to be there. But it felt a lot better than some of the other groups where they were just. I mean, they were basically just reading off of a script. Okay, sing these notes. We practice this one. We practice this set of 3 measures for like a solid 2 weeks. 15 minutes at a time, 15 minutes per class, and then watched High School Musical for the rest of the class. And none of us want to perform this, but we're going to anyway. They felt like they were actually having fun with it. Now, in middle school, the tone kind of shifted a bit, because in middle school, that's when it's the kind of thing, and this is true for so many different classes, but chorus is one of the ones where it matters the most. The difference between a good director and a bad director can make all the difference in the world, more than you can ever know. Because I remember back in middle school, before we even got there, the previous chorus guy for middle school left. Something about pursuing a higher degree. I don't know the specifics because I never met the guy. And they brought in this other band teacher. I do mean band and not chorus. They brought in this band teacher to fill the spot, and she was very strict. There's a bit of a stereotype associated with band teachers that they're all, especially at that level, they're all slightly crazy. Super workhorses, like, they will work you to death, but you will sound amazing by the end. Think like J.K. Simmons and Whiplash, but at a middle school level, and a bit less intense than that. It's not like band directors are throwing chairs, not normally at least. But right, it's the one on the right side, so it's up here. But like a good chorus teacher can make all the difference in the world, and damn was she a good chorus teacher. Even if she didn't walk into that building expecting to be a chorus teacher, she worked as hard and it showed. Now, she ended up leaving in 8th grade to go pursue a place that actually paid her better because, well, common problem is that there's a teacher who's really, really good and everyone loves her and she loves everyone there, but the pay is awful, so she leaves to go somewhere that actually respects her work and pays her for what a better representation of what her work is worth. And I don't think that... I mean, maybe it's not my place to say, because I wasn't there after that point. Because that was 7th grade. She left at the end of 7th grade. There was a new teacher in 8th grade. But the program never really recovered, to be frank. Like, they still seemed fine, but nothing spectacular. Nothing like we used to do. Oh, there's people here. And then we got to high school, and I had 2 just awesome directors. Both of them were so, so good. And, I mean, looking back, as actually learning music, the first guy wasn't as good as I may have thought he was at the time, but he was still a very fun guy. Because, I mean, that's another part that you wouldn't really think about at first, but if the chorus isn't having fun, you're not going to have much success in actually performing the pieces. It's just the way that's just the way it works. If everyone is dead inside at the if everyone is dead inside when the concert rolls around, they're going to sound dead inside. But both of the directors were just awesome, awesome, great people, great directors. Where to go for these last few minutes, I wonder. Free expedition to Day and Night Towers, huh? Oh! Right, I've been putting this off. Surprise! New Nexus location. It's not my favorite, I'll be honest. It's part of the reason why I've been putting it off, but it's got something to it. It also has what I've lovingly referred to as the footprint maze, the dot flow footprint maze, but bad. This world is apparently the max tile size for a world, by the way. I can't really tell if it's... What's a way to describe it? I can't tell if it's randomly generated or not. I don't think it is. It's not like Dark Warehouse. It's just huge. I cannot wait to see how big this map is. Because I know it's the max size, but I don't really have a sense of scale of what that looks like. So it'll be it will be very funny if this eventually gets a map. Just opening it up like Omaris and just staring on in horror. But yeah, I don't think there's anything here even. If I remember correctly, there's just a few areas and both of them are work in progress. So, yeah, hello. There would probably be a connection there, if I had to guess. So I think that's all I got for now. Thanks so much for watching.